Your body is this incredible high-performance biological machine, but it comes with these pre-programmed shutdown codes. And the crazy part? Our modern lifestyle, almost everything we do is hitting the activation button on all of them. It's causing our internal hardware to glitch, to lag, and to seriously underperform.
You know that feeling, right? You get your paycheck, you see the gross amount, and you think, okay, great. But then you look at your actual bank account, and you see this. You're just staring at what's left after all the deductions, the taxes, these invisible forces. And you can't help but feel a little cheated, a little confused. Like, where did it all go? Well, that feeling of confusion applies to more than just our finances. The same system that never really taught you how taxes work also completely failed to give you the owner's manual for your own body. I mean, it trained you how to sit still for 8 hours a day to basically be a perfect desk ornament, but it never taught you how to operate your own biological hardware. And that, right there, is where all the trouble really starts. So what exactly am I talking about here? I'm talking about shutdown codes. You can think of them like viruses for your biology. These are the modern habits, the things we do every single day without a second thought, that hijack your system. They're the signals that tell our bodies to power down, get sluggish, and basically run on low battery mode all the time.
Okay, let's dive into the first and honestly probably the most powerful one, the dopamine hijack. This is all about how our brain's ancient, powerful reward system has been completely and totally rigged by modern technology.
So here is a core misunderstanding that almost all of us have. We've been told that dopamine is the pleasure chemical, but that's not right. It's not the chemical of pleasure. It's the chemical of pursuit and anticipation. It's the motivation that makes you go get the thing, not the joy of actually having it. And believe me, that distinction is absolutely everything. And here's how that system gets used against you. Every single time you pull down to refresh your feed, it's exactly like pulling the lever on a high-tech slot machine. Your brain releases that shot of dopamine not because of what you see, but in anticipation of what you might see. A new like, a new message. This unpredictable loop is what makes it so addictive. And the result? Real, actual work starts to feel incredibly dull, even physically painful by comparison.
All right, the next shutdown code isn't about rewards. It's all about threats. It's about our internal alarm system. The one designed to literally save our lives, which is now stuck in the on position. It's like we're living in a constant low-grade state of emergency, 24/7. Just look at this. Our bodies evolved for the kind of stress you see on the left, a short, intense burst of cortisol to escape a predator. It's a sprint for your life. But modern life, well, that's the bar on the right. It's this never-ending, low-level drip, drip, drip of stress from emails, bills, traffic. It's a marathon that our biology was never, ever designed to run.
And the consequences of being stuck in this permanent survival mode are pretty severe. We're talking about things like weight gain, memory fog, an immune system that's always misfiring. It's that feeling, like your engine is constantly revving in neutral, just burning fuel and going nowhere, until eventually it just breaks down. Okay, so beyond those two huge system-wide hacks, there are a couple of other really common glitches and simple maintenance traps that trip up almost everyone I know. First up, the blue light from our screens. It literally tricks our ancient brains into thinking it's still high noon, which shuts down the production of melatonin. That's the key hormone that signals, hey, it's time to go to sleep. And second, and this might hit home for some of you, if you sleep on your stomach, you are literally twisting your neck at a 90-degree angle for 8 hours straight. It is a guaranteed recipe for chronic neck pain and headaches. This quote just perfectly captures the simplest, most common maintenance trap of all. So many of us feel terrible, the headaches, the fatigue, the brain fog, for one simple reason. We're just dehydrated. We are, at our core, basically just complex, fancy houseplants that constantly forget to water ourselves. So, that's the bad news. Our systems are being hacked, they're glitching, and we're ignoring basic maintenance. But here's the good news. We have the antivirus. So let's talk about how to reboot your biology and actually take back control. First, to fix your dopamine system, you have to rig the game back in your favor. Here's how. When you wake up, do something hard before you touch your phone. Anything. Earn that dopamine reward. Then, take a boring break. I'm serious. No podcasts, no music. Just walk or stretch or stare at the ceiling. Let your baseline reset. Then, and only then, go get your dopamine hit from your phone. And here's a really simple but incredibly powerful rule for a digital declutter. Go through your phone. If you haven't opened an app in 30 days, just delete it. It's nothing more than digital noise that's fighting for your attention, and your attention is your single most valuable resource.
You know, this really gets to the heart of it. You are handed a worker's manual. You know, how to show up on time, sit still, follow instructions. But nobody ever gave you the owner's manual for your own body and mind. It's completely up to you to learn how your own hardware actually works.
So, I'll just leave you with this question. After hearing all this, after seeing how these modern habits are acting like shutdown codes for your biology, what is the one glitch you're going to fix? What is the one habit that you are shutting down starting today?